Hi everybody, Target 12 investigator Tim White joining you again for another Q&A session focusing mainly on unemployment insurance. You guys have a lot of questions on that, and that's because there are so many people out of work. I hope you are all staying healthy and hang in there as we get through this one together. First, a ton of questions, and I have a lot of great questions here I'm going to get to. But we have a ton of questions from people, again, on that $600 they've been hearing a lot about. The federal government is adding to those who are on unemployment. And again, that will be an additional $600 a week for those of you who are collecting unemployment insurance through the state right now. A lot of questions on how to apply for that. You don't have to. If you're already in the unemployment system, that'll come to you automatically, so just hang in there. And a lot of questions on when are you getting it. We don't know, but the idea is hopefully soon. I would think in the next couple of weeks, based on the body language we're getting out of Washington. This is a federal program, but it passes through the state unemployment insurance program. And a lot of questions for those of you who fall through the cracks that don't have a traditional W-2 and you're out of work. So contract employees, 1099 employees, gig employees. The new CARE program that the federal government passed is supposed to take care of people who are in that situation. Stand by on how to apply for that. We're going to get into in this Q&A where to sign up for notifications on how that can how you can find out when you can do it. Wanted to hit those up. I know we talked about that along with my colleague Ted Nesi, who is not with us today. He's on assignment at the State House covering the governor's press briefing. By the way, we're coming to you on a Thursday. But I wanted to tell you about that, even though we addressed it in previous videos, in case people had not explored that. Okay. Let's get to your questions. They've been coming in on multiple different platforms. And the number one question or concern that we get is, I can't get through to DLT, particularly on the teleserve line. When people have gotten to that step in the process, they are trying to use the teleserve program, and it's constantly busy. Vincent emailed me and said he is required to certify their unemployment weekly to continue to get their benefits, but they can't get through. So I reached out to a spokesperson for DLT and asked them about that, and here's a statement that they responded. Angelica Pellegrino wrote, "People have a week to certify their payments using the teleserve payment system. They can certify over the phone or online. We're enhancing infrastructure, increasing capacity to reduce wait times. If folks can't get through, we're asking people to please be patient and try again. The department will make sure they get paid," which is an important note at the end. And just to put it in perspective, on Sunday, 32,000 Rhode Island workers were certified in a single day. And 1 week in January, it was just 12,000. So that is the number of calls that they're getting, which I know is little solace to people who are at home and trying to pay the bills and they don't have money. But she is saying keep trying. And then after I wrote her that email, they sent out, DLT sent out this tweet, and I'll show it to you right now. And it says, "Having trouble using the teleserve payment system? Over the next few days, we are manually paying those who are having trouble using teleserve. We appreciate your patience." And for those of you who do it online, you might see this telling you to call in because they have to talk to you. It's, again, I think they call it manually deal with something with your benefits. They're saying we're going to, at least by this tweet, they're saying you're still going to get paid. So I think that is some good news and an acknowledgement on their end that things aren't going as smoothly as they would like them to. Okay, Carla wrote in, and she works in Connecticut but lives in Rhode Island and wants to know where to apply for unemployment. And I checked with DLT. The answer on that is they said unemployment follows the wages. So in your case, Carla, you want to apply in Connecticut. For those who live in another state but work in Rhode Island, you would apply in Rhode Island. Paul wrote saying he had to quit his job at a grocery store because he has underlying health issues, which puts him at high risk during this pandemic. He asked, can he get unemployment insurance? Good news, Paul. Normally, someone's application who quits a job falls under a lot more scrutiny, and they may get unemployment benefits if DLT finds it for good cause. But I did check with DLT, and they said if it's a COVID-related quit, If you quit because of a COVID related issue, that is allowable right now. So, Paul, in short, apply for unemployment insurance, and it sounds like, based on their response to me to your question, you have a good shot at getting unemployment benefits. Michelle has a question for us, and I've received quite a few emails on this. Some part-time workers are finding they didn't quite make enough money to get unemployment insurance. I know one person emailed me saying that they fell $50 a week short for receiving unemployment insurance, and what a kick to the gut that is. And I don't have a great answer for you, Michelle, or anyone else in this situation, except I'm hopeful that the new emergency unemployment program that we talked about at the top of this video may apply to you. You might be one of those people that fell through the cracks throughout this situation. And so you cannot, as I said at the beginning of this video, you can't sign up for that just yet, but I told you we would talk about where to do that, and I will provide a link to this on our website. But where you want to go is not to that one. You want to go here. The screen looks like this, and this is a way to get a newsletter from DLT, and that should tell you, you should get an email on when that program is up and running and when you can apply and how you can apply. So if you haven't done it yet, Michelle, and anyone else in Michelle's situation, make sure you sign up to this program here. And again, I'll provide a link under this video. Okay, Carla writes that she works part-time but has to quarantine. Can she get unemployment insurance? My recommendation, Carla, is to try and apply for TDI. Unless you're in the same situation that you were in, that Paul was in, where you quit, you might want to apply for unemployment insurance. But you could also try and apply for TDI, and we have a screen on that one here just so you know what that one looks like. That might be the best solution for you. You know, I think overall, and here's the TDI screen right here on DLT, I think overall the advice we're getting from officials at DLT is apply. You don't get in trouble if you're not eligible for any of their programs. So why not give it a shot if you're out of work or you have reduced hours and that is leading to a reduced income. We got an email from Kristen who said the advice that they got from their human resources department where they work is that if they are temporarily furloughed, they can receive unemployment benefits while being paid vacation or sick benefits. And she's worried that sounds a little bit like double dipping, and can you do it? Yes and no is the short answer on that one, Kristen. I checked, and the answer was people with balances of sick and vacation time can apply for unemployment benefits so long as they're not getting compensated while collecting unemployment. So you can keep your sick and vacation time, so if you come back to work, you have that, but you can't be getting paid for that sick and vacation time and collect the unemployment insurance benefits. So I think, Kristen, that's what you were saying, and you were right on that one. But you don't lose your sick and vacation time. And finally, Courtney says her application is hung up and wants to know, once she starts getting benefits, hopefully you do, Courtney, do they count to the application date or when it's approved? Courtney, the payments are retroactive, so you will get benefits that accrue from when you applied, not from when you start getting the benefits. So that is good news. It sounds like you'll get some money up front. And I wanted to show you guys some quick thing here, as we talked about at the top of this video, just how many of you there are you know, in the same situation. And there are a lot. Again, I'm recording this on a Thursday morning. The new numbers came out, and there are 4,400 people yesterday on April 1st that applied for unemployment insurance. And you see these numbers down here. These are TDI claims. When you add all of this up, this is 100,000 of you that are either collecting unemployment, TDI, or TCI. And when you consider there is just over 1 million people in the state of Rhode Island, that's 100,000 people. That is a staggering 10% who have applied for some sort of jobless benefit, which is just astounding at this moment, and really is it shows just how many of you out there are hurting. So again, as I said at the top, hang in there, and I hope these videos are helpful. Please keep sending Ted and myself emails with questions, and we will try to help you individually, and we will also ask your questions here because, as I've said before, if one of you has a question, it looks like 1,000 of you do, and we're here to help you navigate this and get the answers if you're having trouble getting those answers. That is our job, and we will continue to do that. My email is twhite@wpri.com. I get it directly. You can email Ted as well, tnisi@wpri.com. And I'd like to end on a positive email. David in Exeter, who we've been helping out, he wrote in that he wanted to talk about a positive experience he had with DLT. He applied for UI, and I think, but either way, he got 2 phone calls from DLT, 2 separate people, and he just wanted me to let everybody know that the staff at DLT couldn't have been more courteous and understanding of their situation, and polite and helpful. So I know a lot of you are trying to get through and you can't, but it sounds like if you do, the people on the other end of the line are eager to help you out. Okay, as I said, continue to email us, hang in there, and I hope all of you and your families are staying healthy, and thank you for watching this here on WPRI.com.